That's going towards girls' night. And that's going towards a new bag.
Your closet is worth more than you realize. Download the Poshmark app and start cashing in today.
At Consumer Cellular, our customer service team is based here in America.
America?
America.
From sea to shining sea.
Beautiful.
Next ET, we unlock our vault to spotlight Jennifer Aniston.
That's me.
Never before seen interviews that span 4 decades.
This is not real life.
Be sure to check that one out. Now listen, we've got one more thing to show you before we say goodnight.
Take care, y'all. That was fun. What do you mean that was fun? We're not done yet. We got a long way to go.
That's Damar Hamlin, strong, cracking jokes, and wielding a sledgehammer 8 months after he collapsed on the field. The Buffalo Bills safety is tackling a home makeover in tonight's secret celebrity renovation on CBS.
What do you do at the end of a play?
It was a special trip for me, too, as Damar took me back to his home in the projects of Pennsylvania.
Happening now.
Take a look at all of this traffic along I-37 in Atascosa County. We'll tell you what investigators are saying about a fatal shootout on I-37.
A weak disturbance will be spinning overhead this weekend. I'll let you know if it's going to impact our rain chances in just a bit.
Can you believe it? It's big game coverage week 2. In our big game tonight, we'll see O'Connor taking on Johnson with 2 of the best quarterbacks in the area. We will preview the game coming up. The News at 5 starts right now.
And take a look at this. It's a bird's eye view of the aftermath of an attempted arrest of a murder suspect on I-37. It went way off track in a deadly way in Atascosa County. Deputies there led on a high-speed chase by a man accused of killing a former law officer in Corpus Christi. Now, Camelia Juarez tells us how the suspect was armed and dressed, ready for a fight he lost.
A pickup truck riddled with bullets. The dozens of yellow tags show the gunfire exchanged between the suspect and officers. The shootout ultimately ended in the suspect's death. It all started when Atascosa Sheriff's Office received a tip that a Corpus Christi murder suspect was on the run.
He was spotted by an investigator from the DA's office who attempted to stop the truck with the assistance of Atascosa County Sheriff's deputies. The suspect failed to stop and he fled.
Driving a Ford pickup truck, the suspect took off, speeding down Interstate 37. Atascosa Sheriff David Soward says the suspect was shooting a rifle outside of his truck while cars were driving by.
There was cars everywhere. Thankfully nobody was hurt, and there was witnesses, so they're being interviewed.
Several miles ahead of the chase, officials say DPS troopers laid down road spikes to slow down the suspect. Once his truck came to a stop, Sheriff Soward says the suspect swerved into the median, jumped out of his truck wearing a bulletproof vest, and pulled out a rifle.
He started shooting at the officers and running across the interstate. 3 officers, 2 from my agency and 1 from the DA's office, returned fire. The suspect was struck.
Sheriff Soward says the suspect was shot once and died at the scene. Officials say the deputies and officers were not injured. Because of the ongoing investigation, traffic along I-37 has been backed up for several hours. Nueces County District Attorney's Office confirmed with the Corpus Christi news outlet that the suspect was wanted in connection to a murder that occurred Thursday night. Chris 6 News reports that a woman in her 30s had been missing since Tuesday, and she was found dead in her house Thursday night. The suspect was also a former Nueces County Constable, Precinct 4, according to the Nueces DA's office. We're still waiting to learn the name of that suspect. Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
And even at this moment, 6 hours after that initial closing of I-37 for the investigation, traffic still being rerouted. The highway closed off, and you can see this is about 2 miles from that scene. Traffic backed up for miles and miles. No word on when this is going to reopen. New at 5, an aspiring singer who had a sexual relationship with the man she shot will spend the next 55 years in prison for his murder. Sasha Scar, sentenced today for the murder of San Antonio rapper Martel DeRuin. DeRuin shot in the head through his apartment door while he and Scar were having a fight in 2021. Shortly after deliberating, the jury that convicted her gave her 55 years in prison. That was 35 more years than the plea deal she passed on in order to go to trial. No emotion from Scar at this decision, nor when Daruan's sister gave a victim impact statement.
So fix your sheets, if you have any, because you've made your bed and now it's time to lay in it.
Scar must serve half of her sentence before she will be eligible for parole. Also happening in the courts, Renee Devereaux pleading guilty to murder and getting sentenced to 40 years behind bars. Now, back in 2021, Devereaux confessed to killing his roommate during an argument. 40 years, the maximum sentence allowed in the plea deal that he accepted. Police say that Devereaux killed 35-year-old Miranda Kennedy, then put her body inside the trunk of a vehicle. It was found along Old Seguin Road in Kirby. The medical examiner's office says she died from blunt force trauma to her head, multiple injuries. Court records say he confessed to Kennedy's murder to a witness. But before police were able to arrest him, he had barricaded himself inside this home and even had cut his own throat. New information this afternoon revealing that the officer who was shot in the Home Depot parking lot earlier this week accidentally shot himself. This happening on Wednesday night at the store on Southwest Loop 410 near Highway 151. That officer identified as Detective John Helly. According to SAPD, he and another officer were trying to arrest 21-year-old Victor Andres Fernandez, who they say jumped out of a stolen vehicle and took off running. Investigators say that while running, Fernandez pulled out a gun. Helly and the other officer reportedly pulled out their guns and shot toward Fernandez. He was hit and he died at the scene. However, SAPD has not said if whether Fernandez pointed his gun or fired toward those same officers. Investigators say during that foot chase, Helly shot himself in the torso. He is recovering at the hospital right now. It's a cautionary tale, a freak accident taking the life of a man on Loop 410 last night. He was pinned by his pickup truck against a guardrail. He was crushed. It happened just after midnight near the Fredericksburg Road exit. SAPD officers say that according to witnesses, the 63-year-old man had stopped and gotten out of his truck, but it was still running. And while he was walking around the vehicle, the pickup truck rolled, wedging him in between his truck and a guardrail. Officers have not said why the man initially got out of the truck. The westbound lanes of the highway were temporarily closed as police investigated his death. The name of the victim has not been released. More than 5 months after a man was killed during a robbery, 2 suspects are behind bars for that murder. San Antonio police arresting 20-year-old Mariah Cabrera and 21-year-old Javion Johnson. Investigators say both were involved in the shooting death of 20-year-old David Resentes. That deadly shooting happened back in March, in the 3200 block of El Paso Street on the west side. According to investigators, Cabrera and Johnson arranged to meet up with the victim for a drug deal. They say instead of making the deal, though, the suspects ambushed Resentes. Police say that they robbed and then shot the victim. Resentes was found lying face down on the sidewalk, not too far from his car. It was still running. It had a bullet hole in the passenger window. Both suspects are now charged with murder. The Bexar County District Attorney's Office will no longer have a blanket refusal on prosecuting pot cases in San Antonio. That's because state legislators passed a law this year to rein in what supporters see as rogue prosecutors who are not prosecuting certain laws. That means the DA's policy to decline taking on pot cases that involve less than an ounce of pot is getting the boot. However, the first assistant DA says that they will still generally be requiring a lab test of the drugs before they will prosecute these cases.
From the practical standpoint, unless the lab gets capacity to test more, I don't think you're going to see a lot of difference.
The DA's office also scrapping a similar policy to decline cases with less than a quarter gram of other drugs. More than 700 new laws went into effect today, including SB 763. It allows chaplains to be hired in Texas public schools. The ACLU is advising schools that could violate the First Amendment. Jonathan Cotto explaining how this new option for schools would be funded and the pushback it's getting even from some chaplains as well.
SB 763 will allow public schools to utilize chaplains as volunteers or as hired staff. Schools can use safety funds to hire chaplains to work alongside or in place of mental health counselors. And that's one part of the new law the Texas Freedom Network takes issue with.
It's very egregious to us that after the deadliest school shooting in a Texas public school only almost a year ago, we wouldn't be using those funds to keep our kids safe from being shot in our schools, but instead we would be hiring religious leaders, which violates the religious freedom of Texas families and students while not actually keeping them safe.
The chaplains hired by schools don't have to be licensed in the same way that a school counselor does. Some chaplains themselves are voicing their concerns.
We are trained to be both to provide religious and emotional support for those who request it. And there's no place for that in a public school system where children, don't have, the wherewithal to be able to do that.
We reached out to several school districts in our area to find out if they have any plans to hire chaplains. Seguin ISD told us they already have licensed counselors to fill that need. Any ISD said no word on when the issue would be on the school board's agenda. And NISD said it too has licensed counselors and no plans to hire chaplains. School boards across Texas will have until March 2024 to decide whether to implement chaplains or not. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
And there are other new laws that deal with all sorts of things: books in schools, transgender issues, fentanyl, workplace violence, electrical vehicle registration, as well as hair discrimination. They are all now in effect as of today. For a list of the most notable laws, you can check out our web article on KSAT.com.
And guess what? Another triple-digit day here in town. 100 for the high temperature, the average being 94, and the record today, 102, set back in 1951. Temperatures right now for our weather watchers, by and large, right around 100 degrees, give or take a degree. Floresville, 101. We're 99 in Bernie and Mico, 98 in Windcrest, 100 New Braunfels, and 100 around Lavernia. If you're headed down to the beach or the bays this weekend, the bays will actually be pretty good for fishing in terms of the wind. It's going to be out of the southeast at 10, so just a light chop on the bays. And then when you go to the Gulf side, the sea is only about 1 to 2 feet, both Saturday and Sunday, sunny with high temperatures around 90 degrees. Of course, the water is very warm. And by the way, if you're leaving soon, don't take I-37. You saw that report earlier from the police incident, and not until that clears up. All right, we'll talk more about a disturbance that's going to head overhead this weekend in just a bit.
Good advice, Adam. Coming up, another reason to cover up when mosquitoes are out. Malaria is back. Cases are on the rise. The reason as to why after the break.
I'm Myra Arthur, and here's a look at what we're working on for the news at 6 o'clock today. Before San Antonio police hit the streets to find drunk drivers, they go through special training inside what's called the DWI Wet Lab. We're taking you behind the scenes and explaining the science behind the Wet Lab at SAPD's Academy. Plus, last week's shooting of 3 police officers while trying to arrest a felon who was out on bond has raised some big questions about what can and cannot be done to keep repeat offenders off the street. A top county prosecutor said today that the reason some of the suspects' old cases had not moved forward was because of police. We'll explain. And an accidental discovery turns up a rarely seen image of Tejano music legend Selena. It is part of photographer Al Rendon's 50-year retrospective exhibition at the Whitty starting tomorrow. Jesse DeGogliato has a preview today at 6. All that and more in less than an hour.
Thank you, Myra. Mosquito season will begin again shortly when hopefully we get a little fall rain. And that may raise the subject of a disease we have not heard much about in a long, long time. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moore's on why malaria is coming back and what you can do about it.
Malaria. It was just about wiped out in the U.S. in the 50s, but this summer there have been 9 cases of locally acquired malaria.
The most likely scenario is that a person who was traveling in a foreign country was infected with malaria and came back to the United States and was bitten by a mosquito here. And that mosquito then went on to bite somebody else, transmitting malaria on.
People in Florida, 2 in Texas, and 1 in Maryland tested positive.
The other more worrisome scenario, although the slightly less likely one, is that the U.S. may have a previously undetected new strain of malaria-infected mosquitoes.
The most common symptoms include fever, chills, sweats, headache, body aches, nausea, and vomiting. Why is malaria returning now?
Factors like a warming climate, increasing global travel can make the environment friendlier to mosquitoes and to the diseases that they carry. Still, public health measures have had a good track record of stopping malaria transmission inside the United States.
The risk of locally acquired malaria is still extremely low. Infections like West Nile are more common. To prevent mosquito bites, use an effective insect repellent. Consumer Reports says those that contain 25 to 30% DEET work the best. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Getting itchy just looking at that. Looking at this, I just get hot. All right, 99 degrees. We're on our way down from 100 and 1?
Yes, 101. And, if there's any benefit to a drought, which, don't get me wrong, I don't think this is a good trade-off, but it's at least we cut down on the mosquito population a little bit. It's after all those rains and standing waters when you always get the bugs. But I'd take the mosquitoes right now, gladly. Anyway, 101 the high temperature tomorrow, triple digits even Sunday all the way into early next week. And then we may dip down to 99 for a few days the middle of next week by Wednesday and Thursday. But overall, it's going to be more of the same. Notice that average high now down to 93 degrees from its peak at 97 earlier in August. So let's talk about the overall weather pattern, what's going to be happening above us and all around us in the days ahead. You look at the satellite and radar, Lone Star State, sunny and dry, but we're flanked by some decent rainfall. First of all, the monsoon moisture out west, especially in parts of Arizona, streaming northward, Las Vegas area getting rain, and then even up into Utah. That's that flow that's coming off the Pacific, bringing them their annual monsoon moisture. We also have this upper level disturbance over Louisiana. This is the same thing we've been talking about for a couple of days. Now on the east side of it, the side where you have the good energy and good moisture, that's where you have good shower action. Panhandle of Florida, even Big Bend of Florida, all the way up into Mississippi and Alabama as well, and along parts of the Gulf Coast. This upper low, it is going to be drifting over Texas, but unfortunately, the moisture with it and the energy with it stays out of our area. It stays on the east side of that low where you have the good lift, and that's where the energy is going to be. We're just, unfortunately, on the wrong side of that upper disturbance, and then it pushes eastward and northward and gets absorbed into the main flow and moves on out of here by the end of Labor Day. Right now we're at 99 degrees. And by the way, if you noticed a little extra haze in the sky the past couple of days, especially yesterday and the day before, we actually had a little bit of that Canadian wildfire smoke in the air. Just a little bit. You may have noticed that extra haze, especially earlier this week. Anyway, 99 right now, dew point of 56. It's nice at least. We get a break from the humidity in the afternoons. Dew points by and large 50s to right around 60 degrees. And this is typical in the afternoon. The drier air aloft mixes down. However, the mugginess right along the Gulf Coast, of course, the Gulf of Mexico being our source for low-level moisture and humidity in the air, that's going to be pushing northwestward here into town as we go through the evening, and that's going to give us our typical spike in humidity and dew points later on tonight. So it's a dry heat right now. That changes to a muggy night again later on tonight as those dew points climb back up into the upper 60s. And that'll be the case starting the day tomorrow. Sticky and humid, 75 at 7 a.m. A lot of sunshine, 95 at noon. 101 again for the high temperature. East-southeasterly wind at 5 to 10. Cotulla 101 along with Pleasanton. Canyon Lake area 99 along with Converse, Elmendorf, Lavernia, both 101. We get into Sunday, really not all that different. Monday, you know the drill. More of the same, a lot of sunshine. Generally throughout this weekend, 3-day weekend, I should say, east-southeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, right around triple digits. And I had to use this background. I know it's a barbecue grill, but I'm firing up my pit this weekend. Tomorrow, it's brisket time. Oh, yeah. Gotta split some wood, too. That's such a good time to season.
Yeah.
Oh,
with you,
grunt with me.
Let's do it.
Just be careful that you've got a water hose nearby. Oh, throw a spark.
That's true. I do. Okay. And I keep fire extinguishers nearby as well.
Well, the weather may be ho-hum, but sports is not, because we have a big night of football.
Yes, big game coverage week 2. We had so much fun in week 1. They said, let's do it again, week 2, right? So tonight, our big game and our big game coverage is O'Connor taking on Johnson. We'll preview it. Plus, San Antonio FC played Wednesday night. Now they're going to play again on Sunday. Coming up. The big game and our big game coverage tonight will feature the Johnson Jaguars and O'Connor Panthers at Comalander Stadium. This is the final non-district contest for both sides. Johnson is ranked number 3 in 12's top 12 Class 6A, 5A rankings. The Jaguars opened the regular season with a thrilling 24-21 win at the Judson Rockets, winning with a late second field goal. Now, O'Connor lost their season opener 45-35 to Brandeis to close out the Pigskin Classic. Now, the Panthers were in this game, and they just as easily could have won it.
Quarterback, he's a standout. They have some really good playmakers, and I know that they beat Judson, so it's going to be a good competition.
I feel like they're going to be a little bit of a rivalry because we almost put it on them last year, but we still didn't have the outcome we wanted. But I feel like there's going to be a little bit of tension this year.
It's a dangerous team just because they got some athletes for sure, but they got a big old line. But we're gonna fight back, you know.
It was pretty big. It's kind of like a get back game from last year. We got to get back, and it feels really good.
O'Connor and Johnson will kick off tonight at 7 at Comalander Stadium. We'll have highlights of at least 14 games for you on the Night Beat. You can catch it later on BigGameCoverage.com and the KSAT YouTube channel. And the road trip tonight will take us to Pleasanton, Floresville, and then Falls City for the Beavers showdown with the Poth Pirates. Mary will take a look at the Pleasanton-Bernie game coming up tonight at 6. After playing RGV FC to score this draw Wednesday night to win the Copa Tejas, San Antonio FC is now getting ready to play at FC Tulsa Sunday night. That game marked the team's 3rd straight clean sheet against RGV FC and their 4th in the last 5 matches. They haven't allowed a goal in 349 straight minutes. On the flip side, SAFC hasn't scored in 3 straight matches either.
We're still creating the opportunities. Yeah, the ball's not falling for us on that final action, but we're very confident in the attackers we have, and if we keep creating the opportunities as we are number 1 in the league by a long, we've now really separated ourselves from 1st to 2nd in terms of shot creation. So if we continue to do the right things, I think we're going to start to be peaking at the right time.
FC Tulsa will host SAFC Sunday night at 8.
I'm having just a little bit of a flashback from the Pigskin Classic.
Okay.
With, I met Ryder Dorn's parents.
Oh, very cool.
And so it was so much fun. Now I'm going to have to watch him for the rest of the season.
And I'll tell you, he's a fun young quarterback to watch.
He is. That was fun to watch last week. I look forward to this. We'll be right back. Before we go, a quick look outside with traffic authority, and you've got a problem here at Loop 410 at Marbach. They're pushing all the traffic over to the left-hand side of the lanes. There's an accident there and a tow truck about to pick up some cars and a lot of emergency vehicles. An area you probably want to avoid. Thanks so much for watching the news at 5. Hope you have a great Labor Day. World News is next.